Hey, good morning, my people. It's your brother-in-law, Josiah Young, here to give some free legal game of the day. Today, we're going to be talking about oral modifications to written contracts as it relates to the statute of frauds. So we talked before about the statute of frauds that says that if you have a contract that is either going to be services that take more than a year, a marriage contract, a contract that you're going to be a surety, if you're going to do a contract for the sale of land, there's specific contracts where no matter what, you can't make an oral contract. Otherwise, you probably can. So if it's not a statute of frauds where it must be written by the law, two people can agree orally, as long as there's a true contract, right? Well, what we're talking about today is that what about if you have a written contract, two parties agree to it, A and B, and then later they were like, well, you know what? We want to change this contract, and instead of you delivering this amount of things, you can deliver that amount of things. And you just verbally agree because you're doing business and you already have an underlying contract. Watch out, because it could be held that an oral modification to a written contract is invalid, right? So what we're going to want to look at is, first of all, examine if whether the language of that underlying contract specifically allows for oral modification down the line, or if it specifically disallows oral modification down the line. Or then you're going to be going to the default rules, and under the default rules, you're going to look at, the party against whom this contract is being asserted, are they going to be prejudiced by allowing this to be a contract? You're going to have to test, does this satisfy the statute of frauds? One could argue, yes, it does. The underlying contract is written. One could argue, no, it doesn't. This is a separate contract. So with all that being said, keep your head on the swivel when you have a contract. Make sure you read everything that you get presented to sign. Don't ever hesitate to reach out to us, my office. We would love to take a look at the contract you have in front of you, give you some good advice, help you do some business with some confidence, and hopefully avoid a litigation lawsuit down the line because the parties don't agree. Let's get it down on paper real good. With that being said, wishing everyone a blessed day. One love, family.